Listen, you're never going to get your first job as a full stack coder if all you're doing is relying on online courses. The reason is, online courses only focus on one of the three key components to getting a job. In this video, I'm going to give you the exact 3 steps that you need to take to land your first job as a full stack developer. Hi, I'm Trevor Page, and I have been coding now professionally for 14 years, as well as teaching people how to code for over 9 years. I've actually helped over 4,000 students at this point take themselves from basically knowing nothing to being more or less job ready. So let me take the time right now to give you the exact 3 steps that you need to take to land your first job as a programmer. And this is actually exactly what I cover in a free webinar that you can get access to by clicking on that blue button below this video and going ahead and signing up for that webinar. On this webinar, you're going to see exactly how I helped countless students with these exact 3 steps to help them launch their first job as a programmer. So let's dive right into it. These are the 3 steps that you need to follow to get a job as a full stack developer. First, you need to make sure that you choose the right tech stack. You need to choose a tech stack that is in high demand right now from employers, and you need to learn the technologies that employers are actually looking for. Okay, so it's very, very important that you pick not only the right tech stack, but also go deep with that tech stack. So what this means is that you need to follow what I call the 5 pillars of full stack development. You need to learn a front-end language, some sort of an MVC framework, a back-end language, an ORM framework, and a database of some sort, okay? The particular tech stack that I focus on is sort of a Java stack that allows you to unlock lots of job openings and availabilities right now that you can even Google and search for. They're out there. There's tons and tons of Java jobs available. This is a very, very popular tech stack that is really used heavily in the big companies out there, which is why there's such a high availability of jobs for this particular tech stack. Now, the second thing that you need to do is you need to practice. This probably does not come as a surprise to you. Practicing the coding that you are learning is obviously very important. However, what you're probably not doing is getting your code reviewed. Practice does not make perfect without someone looking at the code and giving you feedback on your code. This is a very, very, very common mistake that aspiring coders make, is that they never get their code reviewed before they are finally, in front of an employer in an interview situation, or even worse, in the job itself, and then producing terrible code. Now, the third step here is a job strategy. You need to have a job strategy, because how are you going to actually land that job once you are quote unquote ready for it, right? You need a plan of action to land a job, just like you had a plan of action to learn how to code in the first place, right? You need to be able to stand out from all the competition. How are you going to do that? Well, you need a portfolio of apps. And hey, here's another big mistake that people make, is they never get their portfolio reviewed by an expert. Just like the code that they did when they're practicing the code, the same code goes out that's bad without being reviewed, and hey, when you put that in your portfolio, guess what? You're broadcasting terrible code to all these potential employers and absolutely slamming the door in your face for all of these job opportunities. Now, underpinning all of this, all of these steps, as you might have guessed, you need to have a professional on your side, a tutor, a mentor, someone who you either trust, who you know, who currently works in a job as a coder that you look up to and respect, or find someone, if you don't know someone directly, find someone through some sort of means like a boot camp or something, right? Find someone who you can pair up with who knows this stuff inside and out, who can help guide you and give you the accountability that you need to ultimately achieve your goal, which is to become a full stack developer. So now that you know the exact 3 steps that you need to take to finally land that coveted first job as a programmer, I want to personally invite you to my next upcoming webinar, where I'm going to train you on those 3 steps more in depth, on exactly how you can land that first job within 6 months of starting the process. all you need to do is click on the blue button below me in this YouTube ad. Now on this webinar, I'm going to show you how you can be 100% sure that everything that you are learning is actually what employers want you to know. And I'm also going to show you exactly what you need to do when you get stuck whenever you are trying to learn how to code and applying it. And last but not least, I'm going to show you exactly how you can stand out from every single other developer out there and put yourself in the best spot to actually get callbacks for those interviews and get in there and get yourself that first job. So go ahead and click the blue button at the bottom of this video, go to the landing page, click and register for the next date and time availability that is most convenient for you, and then I cannot wait to see you on that webinar where we will dive deep on these 3 topics and I will help to guide you towards getting that coveted, like I said, first job as a coder. I can't wait to see you there.